Hi, I'm Lawrence. I was always told to get a degree and a job at a good company, but just 3 years into my safe job, I was retrenched and left broke. That idea no longer works. Instead of one job, we need to be focusing on multiple streams of income. As a full-time property investor and coach, my goal is to educate you and other South Africans to reach financial freedom through property. Let's get started.
Okay, so we're looking here at another two-bedroom flat in Pretoria West region. As you guys know, I invest mostly in this kind of region where it's lower income. You're looking at between 200 and 300,000 rand for a two-bedroom flat. That's just the market that I like. So this is a 330,000 rand two-bedroom apartment in Pretoria West. There's a lot of information here, a lot of what I call sales and marketing pitches. You know, the estate agents are obviously trying to make this seem like a better investment than it is. It's not always the case. The rates and taxes here are 300 rand. They haven't put levies, so that's definitely a question that I would ask the estate agent. So let's have a look here at the pictures. So it's obviously this block looks relatively clean. There's some security fencing and there's parking for cars. That's a good sign for me. Let's have a look here. There's a lot of DSTV. Fire escapes. Obviously, this building will have to be regulated with the right kind of things. So the first thing that I'm seeing here is that this kitchen needs a bit of work. You know, it looks like it's currently being lived in, which is good. That means the tenants are currently there. But once the tenants move out, you're probably going to have to do a very deep clean to get this place back to let's call it market condition or marketable. So yeah, definitely the counter needs to be replaced. There's a bit of, it looks like there's mold here at the bottom of the cupboard. The tiles need to be cleaned or replaced. So the kitchen needs quite a bit of work. You can see the cupboards are falling apart. I would say at least sort of a, you know, 5 to 10,000 rand budget just to you know, replace all the cupboards, repaint, retile. You don't have to go for fancy finishings. Obviously, you want to keep it simple. Let's see, yeah, the tiles look good. Again, a repainting of the walls. So when you're looking through this, you definitely want to see what is my renovation budget. This doesn't tell us much. That's the DB board, the electrical box. If that was open, we would have seen if it was an old box or a new box. And if it's an old box, you might want to put a little budget aside for electrical work. Obviously, they've put a lot of partitionings here. They've made this, it's probably a one bed that they've converted into two beds to multi-let it. Built-in cupboards, which is nice. The bathroom looks in decent condition. So we should have enough information here to run the numbers. So I'm going to open up the myapp.property app. I'm just going to take the URL, paste it in here. Asking price is 330. I always go for a discount, so I'm going to go at about 260. So let's call it a 21% discount. I'll go to my pocket let tool that tells me that your average two-bedroom rentals in Pretoria West is 5,600. So I'm going to 5645. Go to buying costs, so it opens up your Uber calculator. So we go here at 260 purchase price, assuming of, let's say we're going to get a loan of 220. So what is that? Let's say a 90% loan. Getting a 100% loan is possible. I wouldn't say it's very likely or very common, but let's say we're going to get 2-3 as our loan. It's a sectional title and the sale is not registered for VAT. We're going to buy it in a company. So our total transfer cost will be 27,500. Refurb. So I'm going to put about a 10,000 rand budget in for kitchen, about 3,500 for bathroom, about 5,000 for painting and electrical. Because I didn't see what any information, I would probably put about 3.5. I might put a contingency here of 10% as well. Okay, finance costs, we go here at a 90% with a 9.5% interest rate. Go to cash flow. Now they didn't put levies there, but I can almost guarantee you that levies are going to be applicable on this building. So I would rather just budget, you know, maybe 1,200. Their rates and taxes are 300 rand. Voids, you know, I would say probably 1 month or 8% is a fair representation, maybe an 8% for management and 5% for provisions. It's always hard to determine these provisions because, you know, these are always going to be assumptions, but you know, you do the best that you can. Depending on whether this property is got electrical meters or water meters, or whether those charges fall on the tenant or the landlord, you'd have to include that in your numbers. I'm assuming that there is a water meter and an electrical meter, so if that wasn't the case, I would put that fee here in the other tab. So we can see here, obviously confirm that with the estate agent, so ask them for electrical or water bills. Cash flow is 710. Let's see if the return on investment is justifiable. So 11%, it's not bad, and also bearing in mind that we have put a few provisions aside. You would need 77,000 Rand to do this deal at a 10% return. Not a bad starting point.
Are you tired of having more month at the end of your money? It's time to venture into property investing. And although it may seem scary, don't worry. We've created tons of resources to help you get started. From tools that help you analyze deals to online training courses to one-on-one specialized coaching. Click the link in the comments below and get started today.